I'm applying for promotion to Director of Service and Rentals at a large outdoor equipment retailer. This is my unique answer to the interview question, tell me about yourself. I was always meant to end up in the ski industry. It's how I was raised as a child. Growing up in Seattle, many years exposed to different outdoor activities. My parents both being ski instructors for a ski school meant that I was raised on the mountain. Instead of weekend soccer games, I was training under ski coaches. Instead of a babysitter, I hung out with other ski instructors. Once I became an adolescent, I still had that passion for skiing, now an instructor alongside my parents. When it came to deciding my academic path, I was at a bit of a standstill. I couldn't go to college for skiing, so I chose the next thing I was passionate about, journalism. I joined the student newspaper at my high school and loved it, and was even able to take home some individual awards from state competitions. At college, I made journalism my primary focus. By the summer of my freshman year, I was an editor at The Daily, the University of Washington student newspaper. By the time I was 20, I accepted a contract with a local NPR chapter as a scriptwriter for the morning edition. I thought that I made it and that my career would only go up from there. What I did not anticipate was how grueling it was to conduct interviews and report on news during a certain presidential administration. After being berated by state representatives for 9 months, I chose to not extend my contract. This left me with a new problem. I was a recent college graduate who was already burnt out from our industry. By then, the pandemic was underway and I was shuttered inside, longing for winter so that I could escape outdoors again. As businesses were reopening, I received a message from a former student in my journalism cohort. She had gotten a job at a local ski shop named Evo and remembered how I would still ski every weekend, even in college. She encouraged me to apply to the ski service department. That random text sent me swerving back to a path I had long forgotten. I quickly found myself a new home at Evo and poured my passion for skis into mounting and tuning ski equipment. After 6 months, I was promoted to ski service lead, where I would oversee and train all ski technicians. A condition of me accepting this role over more senior applicants was that I was expected to clean house and reset culture and standards. The new management was clear that the ski service shop was no longer the Wild West, and that ski technicians were expected to take their roles seriously, provide excellent customer service, and drop the blue-collar behavior, so that we were on the same level as the more polished ski salesmen and boot fitters. I agreed to the task, knowing that there were going to be two outcomes. The ski technicians were expected to comply and follow my lead, or find employment elsewhere. While some did leave and there were a few months of growing pains, by the following winter I had a strong crew that I had handpicked and honed and that the management team was pleased with. I stayed in that role for 3 years until it was clear I wasn't going to progress further until my own manager left his position. Trying to advance and build my skills, I left to work for a competitor, Backcountry.com, an online outdoor retailer that was beginning to open brick-and-mortar stores. For the past 2 years, I had been managing their Seattle flagship store while also managing their service departments for Chicago and Palo Alto. So where do we go from here? The truth is, I'm still hungry for more. I have the privilege of being raised by ski professionals for most of my life. It helped me become the skilled ski technician that I am and a judge for quality. With Backcountry only being 2 years into brick and mortar, they need guidance for setting standards across our locations and helping them grow for the future. I know what it means to make hard decisions and to set standards that others thought were too high to reach. This is why I am striving to become the director of ski service.